Good morning guys, today is Friday and I'm here to make a video about financing. In this video I will be giving you three classics books that have been proven to help millions of people through the world. Those books, I read all of it, so I'm going to tell you what they contain inside the book, and I'm going to give you the title, the author, so you can get that book at the library, or you can buy it on Amazon or another store. So the first books that really helped me was this one, The Richest Man of Babylon by Georges Samuel Clason. Book basically it talk about the importance to be able to develop your resource to make more money every day. Example is gonna teach you why you should go to school to improve your skill by making money, and it also teach you 10 law about money, the importance that you should with your income. Example, if you have 2,000 of income, you should take 80% to pay your living. You mean your apartment, your house, to pay for grocery, to pay for your activities, for your hobbies, and to buy clothes and those things. And the other 10%, you are going to pay your debt, because they say if you pay your debt, you get richer. Here in Canada or in America, if you have no debt, you are considered by the richest people in the population. The other 10%, you have to save it. Okay, but something that is important in saving, you also have to invest that money, because if you save the money and you don't invest, this saved amount will be not that good if you invest them, because when you invest them, they're gonna bring more money and it's gonna fight the inflation. So this is what basically says the book, and it's also what is good is also a good story. The book is all about a story of two persons that want to get rich and go to see the richest man of Babylon, and they ask him, how can I get rich? How can we get rich? So they will explain them in classes how to get there. So it's a good story, and it says that the sun that arise today is the same that arise few thousand of years before. So it means that the same law of money that you applied today were applied long time ago. So this is the first book, The Richest Man of Babylon, and it's a classic book. Many rich people in our days have written that book, and they still apply the knowledge that it contains. And the other books is a big one, and it's in French, but it's also in English. It just was translated. The other books is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. This is a very nice book, because it teaches you how to set up your mind to get money, to get rich. And what is very nice about that book is that it will give you the benefits of living in America, the way that business are made, capitalization, sorry. It explains that everything is cheap and is easy to get. Example, you can go to the grocery and have your food just beside the corner. You can send items from your country to another country, and it's very easy to do that. This book contains many chapters, and uh, many chapter, and it is going to talk. There is chapter that's going to talk to you about how your brain, you can set it up to to abstract money, to get rich. They also teach you why you should have, example, a degree or a diploma, so you can increase ability to make money. Okay, it has a lot of information. Really, it's not that expensive. Those books that I'm telling you, they are less than $20. Okay, every one of them. So it's a really good book. And what is very important in that book, the Think and Grow Rich, is they give you a plan, how to make a plan to have more money. And not only money, because it's kind of a general plan that you can write for anything in your life, from reach any goal. So it's very nice. And something that is very important in that book is it has a chapter where it teach you why you shouldn't hang out with negative people, because they gonna to put you down and take your energy and everything. It's have a lot of detail about um, the benefits to be with positive people and to have good goals. It talks to you about the imagination, why it's important to have a good imagination, to make plans and to find good ways to make money. So this is the second book, is the Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. The last and third books is a book that really helped me a few years ago when I read that book, Debt Free Forever by Gail Vaz-Oxlade. I'm going to show you more closer, because it's really hard to pronounce her name. This book really helped me. When I read it, I was at the library and I didn't know too much about money, because that's one of the most common problem with some people. They don't know anything about money. They make some money, and as soon as they have it, they spend it. But they love to be rich and to stay with the money in your pocket, because the most important thing is not how much money you make, but how much you keep. So this book, well, what he taught me, very important, it was that I should have a budget. A budget is a sheet, a paper sheet, where you are going to write your expense, your income, and you are going to try to balance. So you make more money than you expense. So this way you can save every morning. But what is very nice in that book is she really push you to pay your debt. She's going to insist a lot to why is that important to pay your debt. She also gonna tell you to find a job and to work to pay all those debts. So if you are not motivated to have a job and work 40 hours a week or maybe less, it's up to you. But she's going to really set up your mind and encourage you to find a job and be debt free in 3 years. Why 3 years? Because she said after that time you get a little down, you get depressed and those things, because you are taking too long to pay your debt. So she said in 3 years you should pay off all your debt. It has a lot of information and advice about financing. And it's a really book, because when I read that book, I was over in debt. Okay, I really have a lot of debt. I'm talking about thousands and thousands of debts. And after I read that book, I make a plan, I make a budget, and I start paying those debt. And now after a few years, maybe 2 years, I only have just the half of that debt, even less. So now that I have less debt, it means that I'm paying less on interest. You know, interest is when you use somebody else's money to buy things that you don't have the money, so they charge you money for that, they charge you interest. So she really taught me a lot of things. I read all of her books. She has many books, and what is the other books? They are most about the psychologic, about money and about people, how they manage money, how they think with money, what are their thought, their common thought that they have to deal with money. She also tell you how it's important to, before you buy something, to wait maybe 24 hours or 88 hours, so you have the time to make the pros and cons about this decision of buying that item. And he talked to you about your long-term goals, how to save money for long term, because at the core term you may need the money, but this is example when she tell you to have an emergency fund. An emergency fund is a money that you put aside for if in the future you have some issue like medical issue, or you lost your job, or no matter what happened, if you don't have money, if you cannot have an income, you have that emergency fund of money, maybe 10,000, it depends on you, but this money will be help you to pay your bills and your all your expenses till you find a new way to make more money. So that's important. Emergency fund. Those are all the information that I didn't know when I started reading books, because I really suggest you to read, because by reading, example, if you have a problem on financing, you can start reading books about financing and you will learn a lot. You're gonna learn better how to deal with your money. It's the same story with every field in your life. Where you have difficulty in your life, you just have to go grab a book at the library, or just to buy it on Amazon or on Ashamble, and it's fine. But most of the books you can find it at your local library, so you don't have to pay for it. You can just rent for 3-4 weeks and you can read it at home or at the library. So yeah, so those are the three books that I would like that you read, and you leave a comment so we can discuss about those books and we can improve our understanding of those books.